Hello everybody and welcome, I'm Son of Mowgef. It's Wednesday and I am playing Thrive once again. A little bit of change of plans. I did intend to continue where I left off last week, but I'm having issues with the save on that. It keeps crashing out. I'm not really sure why. And then I was like, well, the backup plan is to load up my old save with my huge colony that I had made and continue with that instead. I'm also having issues with that save. It is from an older version, and give credit where it's due to the devs. There is a tool that upgrades older saves to the newer save, but when I load it, the organism can't move. I can rotate, and I can bond, and I can unbond, but I can't actually move. The WASD doesn't do anything. So I'm going to have to start again with a new organism, which is kind of fine. The one that I was doing last week was just messing around with the new systems, and it was just for fun. So I'm going to start a new one with the intention of doing what I was doing previously, is building a large colony. But I want to play things a little bit different. I'm going to use the same technique that I'm going to, and, utilising the sun for energy. It seems like the easiest way to get an organism to thrive. But I'm going to try and be a little bit more aggressive with it. I want to add some spikes at some point. That might not be, in this video. And maybe some of that oxytoxy stuff, so I can deal with the rogue organisms that are floating around. Because since the update, I have noticed that the other organisms on the map are very small, so they're very fast, but they've also got that toxin that they can shoot at you. So you can't catch up with them when you chase them, but they can kill you by constantly shooting at you. It's a little cheap, but also kind of fun. So I'm gonna, keep that in mind. But let's just jump in and start another new organism. It might sound like I'm complaining, but I'm not. This is a great game, and it's super duper fun. And it's cool just to be able to swim around and grab stuff and... Oh, that's hydrogen sulfide. I thought that was ammonia for a moment. Yeah, it's fun just to swim around and see what you can get going. I dare say this organism will utilise the iron on the map as well. Wow, that worked really well. I'm going to grab a little bit of extra phosphate. That makes sense to do that. Awesome. Let's do an evolution here. I do have a shape in mind. I used the tool for planning an organism. There's a micro assembly tool thing that you can access via the main menu, and I built something with that I think will work, but I'm gonna have to adapt as we go along. So I'm gonna move up to there as always. Let's have a look here. How am I going to start this thing? Like this, I think. I want the general shape that I had before, but I'm going to have to change it a little bit to get the extra organelles in. I also want some flagella at some point, because it does make things easier to steer. I do have this issue that once I start building a colony, it becomes almost impossible to navigate the map. It's quite funny. Oh god, I'm dying. Oh god, I'm dying already because I've got no glucose. Oh, I get this situation constantly. Is there glucose down there? There's a little bit of... Can I get there before I die, do you think? Oh god, oh god. Yep, I could. I don't think I'm going to be able to engulf this. I'm way too small for that. But, yeah, like I was saying, it's... I do get this issue where once you start to build a large colony, it becomes impossible to steer. I do wish the other cells in the organism would, in the colony, I should say, would cooperate instead of doing their own thing. I get that there's a biological excuse for that. What is this thing that's here? Is that a rusty cyanin? I think it is, yeah. It's very close to that poison. Yeah, so I get that on an evolutionary viewpoint, that there is a reason for that, because once the colony's cells start cooperating, you're not really a single-celled organism anymore. You're a multi-celled organism. But at the same time, like if I'm in a colony and I press G, to engulf, it does make the whole colony do that. So I guess there's a balance to be achieved there. I'm just trying to jump to the next stage before it's ready. But speaking of which, let's do another move and another evolution here. I want some thycoloids like that. Again, I'm just. I did do a little bit of planning, but I'm also not... I didn't memorize the plan, so I am sort of making things up as I go along at the same time. A little bit of both. Let's grab some of the goodies that are here. Awesome. I find in these patches that the resources that are available are very... Not only are they abundant, they're very easy to see. Where in the patches that are closer to the surface, you know, where the sun is, they're much harder to see. And again, I'm sure there's a good reason for that. A good, you know, decent scientific reason, but I don't know what it is. Well, let's grab a bunch of this. Oh, there's more here, look. That's awesome. Tons of resources. Tons of yummy, yummy resources. Is that an oxytoxy thing there? Let me just absorb that. My goodness, that was worth it. Let's do another move here. Like this. The sunlight's starting to come through. It's much better here and here. I prefer this patch because it's got iron, where this patch doesn't, but I dare say there's an advantage over, like, this one seems to be cooler than this one. I don't know how that factors in exactly, but let's have a look here. What else am I going to need? I'm going to want a nucleus at some point. I didn't mean to click that. I was just showing where I intended to put it. Undo. Oh, thank God for the undo button. What would I do without it? Let's just have a couple more thycoloids. I can change it later if needs be. I also want to change the membrane. I keep forgetting to do that. Let's rock and roll. Where are you taking us, little guy? Is there goodies here? Goody good goods? Apparently not. I don't know where he thinks he's going exactly, but... Oh, yeah, there are goodies down here. Hey, share the goodies. Share them. Looks like just glucose, but I can pick a bunch of this up and do the best with it. That'll give me some survivability. There was some actually over to the left. You know what? I'm going to go over to the left. Those guys seem to be going to the right, and following them didn't do me very well last week. There's lots of iron and glucose here, but not a lot else, it looks like. Let me fill up on that. It does go down, I notice, when I'm moving. Like that. Does it go back up when I stop? No, it goes down very, very slowly, but it does go down. Let's... Aha! Let's aha! Don't forget to aha, everybody. It's very important to aha. Let's get some of this. Awesome. Right, so I need some ammonia. Oh, let's just grab a little bit of extra phosphate just to be sure. I've been trying to get out of the habit of calling it phosphorus. I think I mentioned this last week. There is a difference, a fairly important difference. I just, you know, I'm one of those people where if I do something one time, I'll do it forever unless I make like a very deliberate and conscious effort to not do it. I develop habits very, very quickly. Let's absorb whatever that is. Oh, whatever that was, it gave me enough for an evolution. So I'm going to move patches again. Lots of sunlight here, so my Thycaloids are going to be... Wait, did I click it? I did click it. Good for me. Let's... What am I going to do here? I don't think I'm in a position to get a nucleus yet. Nope, nowhere near. Which means I'm going to need some more metabolosomes, but I want to do the membrane thing, because I'm going to do it wrong or forget it. But what I did in my practice run is I doubled up to here, which gives you more health at the cost of mobility. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that, which gives you a little bit of mobility in and costs you some health. So it balances a little bit. It's not perfect, obviously, but that's what I'm intending to do. And where I'm much bigger than I was, it's much slower to move around. That's fine for now. I'm at 4.1 glucose. If I stop moving... It did go up. Yeah, it's going up. So, if I have issues with ATP and whatnot... Oh, my ammonia went up then. Do you see what I mean by it's very difficult to see the resources when you're at these higher levels? I didn't even realise I was swimming through them. Someone in the comments section, I think on my last video, did mention that it would be cool if you could have like a chemoreceptor where you could, you know, detect the resources with a sensitive like patch. I think, again, scientifically, there is a precedent for that. Primitive organisms did have like small patches that were sensitive to things like light, which over the, you know, the course of many years, many millions of years probably, developed into what we now know as eyes, but they started off as just little patches of membrane that was sensitive to sunlight. Alright, there we go. Another evolution. There's a lot of resources here, so I want to gather some spare. Just grab a bunch of extra. I normally die when this happens. I'm like, yeah, there's a bunch of resources. Let's get like a stockpile, and then I end up dying and losing everything. Very typical of me. Let's just grab what there is here while it's here. There is actually quite a bit of phosphate over there, and that's what I'm in need of. I'll just do a quick switch over here to grab some. You have to excuse me, I've still not settled on a decent zoom level. I tend to zoom in and out quite a lot. I have a similar problem when I play Subnautica Below Zero. The lights on the sub, what's it called, the sea truck, I turn them on, and then I turn them off, and then I turn them on, and then I turn them off, and I can't decide on whether they should be on or off, so I just constantly switch. It infuriates me. I dread to think what it's like to watch, but let's grab another evolution here. Switch to my favourite patch. Awesome. Which means I need to get some rusty cyanin. I think that's what it's called. That turns iron into ATP, so that will help with the ATP situation. I'm going to just pop them, I think, here for now, like this. I could definitely change that later, so you see all of this is like ATP, which is pretty bloody awesome right now. Feel like I'm on a good track. Have a look. Yep. My glucose goes up when I stay still, which is fantastic. Let's have a look. I need more resources. Those extra resources I got equated to like a third of the way to the next evolution, which is pretty good. Happy with that. Let's go ahead and there's some glucose and iron up there. I can make use of iron now. I need to keep that in mind. He says, swimming straight past a little chunk of iron that's there. It's fine. There's some glucose and some iron here. I can't really see it. Like, I can, like, if I zoom right in, you can see the difference, like, here. There's resources here and none here. There's, like, a line between what I can collect and what I have collected. It's just really, really, really subtle. Ooh. Stuff. There's stuff up here. That's awesome. Well, yeah, one of the things I'm going to do, I think, differently in this run-through than I've done in previous run-throughs is, at least what I intend to do, I should say, is to get this organism to thrive and then go for the large colony. That ensures that there's a ton of other me's, as I phrase it. Again, very, very scientific in my nomenclature. But, yeah, so there's a ton of me's. I don't like spending ages and ages and ages roaming around trying to find other me's to bond with. I also am going to try, I can't promise anything, to bond in a sensible pattern. That's definitely something I've not done in the past. This thing is going to have very definitive edges, and if I can attach organisms to me in a particular pattern, it should make things easier in the long run. I do have an evolution here. I'm waffling away about nothing in particular. Let's go ahead and use that. Now, let's have a look. Can I get my nucleus now? Yes, but just barely. You can, there's no deselect thing button, is there? You can see like the difference there. It's kind of mad, but next time I can add some mitochondrion like there and there to compensate. So yeah, this actually might be a little bit rough. Yeah, I'm burning through glucose like really heavily right now. Does it go up when I stop? Yeah, but also not really. It goes up just really, really slowly. Ooh, free resources. You can see that little thing up on the, like, in the top left corner. It's going for the resources, and if I get too close to it, it will shoot at me and it will kill me. It's happened. And where they move around in groups like this, if I go after one, look, it'll move away from me, but it'll also oxytoxy me if it can at the same time. So it's actually, I guess technically, a superior organism. It could kill me anytime it wanted, just by hovering around the edge of the map where I can't get it and shooting it in at me. I've got another evolution. I wasn't even paying attention then. So let's get my mitochondrion here. Put one there and one there. That gives me a ton of ATP production. And then I'm going to put these, I think, here? And I'm going to put one, like, there, I think, or there. And then I'm going to make it like a proper shape with other organelles. And we have to get some chloroplasts. Where are all the resources gone? There's some ammonia. There's some ammonia up there. There's a bunch here that I almost didn't see. Apparently, yeah, there's tons of it here, actually. Lots of ammonia and some iron. It's phosphate again. I'm after some... Oh, there is phosphate here. Doesn't look like much, though. Yeah, you see the bar in the bottom right. It is moving, just not by much. Could do with finding myself a more concentrated patch. Let's move up there and hope that that's what this is. Come on. Come on, guys. You can do it. You can get me up. Oh. Apparently there's some right there? I can't see that at all. I have no idea. Is that so? Oh god, I nearly went right into that poison. There's some there that I'll grab before this other thing comes along. Oh, is it? Oh, I thought it was going to kill itself. Oh, it did. The AI is much better than it used to be. Well, that was very beneficial to me in particular. Thank you, that organism. Yeah, there's a bunch of resources here. They're just very, like, thin. It's at this point I feel like it would be really beneficial for me to start murdering other organisms and just engulfing them. But as I said, they're really difficult now to bully about. It does add a level of gameplay that I like, but it's also, like I say, it's a little bit on the cheap side. Oh, hey, no, they're mine. Go away, go away. Leave them, they're mine. Ah, there we go. I just put engulf mode on just to hope that other organism got threatened by it. There we go. So I've got a bunch of spare resources and enough for an evolution, which is awesome. Means I can get my chloroplasts. I think if I put that one there and this one there, I can then add a few organelles down here, including the bonding agent and some flagella. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the the toxin vacuole. I guess I could put it there, maybe another one there. I don't know if that'd be any beneficial to me. But then I can have one, you know, a roughly symmetrical shape for this. What I'm going for. Roughly, not completely. I can hear something being hurt. I don't know if that's the other me that's over there or if it's one of the other organisms, but let me grab all this stuff that's apparently here. Again, it makes me wonder. Even moving now, actually, I can see that my glucose is going up. I am in glucose, though, so that's not a very good test of it. Let me just move away a little bit. I just make sure that I'm not in any... There you go. If I stop, my glucose skyrockets, which is fantastical. That's going to change eventually. Due to, you know, me getting extra organs and God knows what else. Got tons of ammonia. Oh, there we go. And hardly any phosphate again, but that changed just as I was saying it. Just to make me look bad. This game is specifically designed to make me look bad. Which is a bit redundant, because I'm perfectly capable of doing that myself. I don't need a game like this to do it for me. Hey guys, do you want to move away from my resources? Do you wanna? I can't actually eat them. They're too fast compared to me, but... Maybe I can add some flagella and get that extra movement in. That would be quite nice to get, actually, before I start, like, bonding with things. Let's see. The thing with the flagellum is you can only get one at a time, so it's a little finicky. Look, I could put one there and one there. Could put the bonding agent there and the oxytoxy there and maybe have a spike at the front. I could get rid of this. Maybe I should do that, and I can change it later. I did it again. I clicked when I didn't really mean to. Yeah, I don't think I have the points or anything else. Go ahead and just have one of the flagella for now. Look how much quicker I move, though. It's fantastic. That one addition makes all the difference. Especially to someone like me actually play that well. Oh, I've got more ammonia than phosphate again. I feel like that happens fairly, fairly frequently. I like this guy. Sorry, I got distracted. This guy was chasing that guy and having a hell of a time with it by the look of things. Pretty funny. Oh yeah, look, there's tons of good stuff here by the look of it. What's the population up to? 638 Mies. I don't know if that's in total or on the patch. I think that's total. I feel like that's something I should know. I might have to go look it up at some point. Oh look, there's a teeny tiny little one. And there's another teeny tiny little one. Hey you, come over here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Yeah, no, he's not going to cooperate. There's a guy there, look, with a big spiky. That's probably bad news for me. Need to stay away from him. Although I heard something then that indicated that he might be dying. Are you going to die? Yes, he's going to die. That was kind of awesome for me. Here we go. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, let's get the other flagella and maybe and see how that goes with my ATP. That's not great, is it? I might have to make adjustments here. I'm not sure how I would manage that. I could have mitochondrion there and put the binding agent there. And then replace this with an oxytoxy? I don't know. Let's see how I do with this for now. Seems alright. I'm not dying immediately. My glucose is going up. If I stop, it actually goes up very, very quickly. That's cool. Again, I am in bloody pool of glucose though, aren't I? Let me, again, find an area that's not the case. Apparently this place is like flooded with it. There we go. Yeah, look at this, look. That's awesome. I love that. It helps me to not die. Lots of this. Lots and lots and lots of this. Again, it's the phosphate, but I'm swimming through a pool of it, apparently. I'm going to grab enough of this for another evolution, at least. And I think I'm going to have to leave it there. I have been recording for quite a while. Once I edit it down, it's going to be nearly half hour. Oh, hello. Something died up here that I was not paying attention to. There we go. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, am I faster than him now? Can I actually catch him? Get him, get him, get him, get him. Get him. I don't need the resources. I'm, in fact, just wasting resources doing this. Oh, I made him kill himself. Feel a little bit bad now. Oh, look, another me. Hello, other me. Right, let's have a look here. I'm pretty sure, by the way, that this is not what I built in the practice that I did. I feel like it's very different, in fact. But I don't want it too big, so I can fit a lot of them on the screen when I do the large colony thing. But I also don't want it too small, because I haven't got room to put all the stuff that I want in. Again, I could put that there and that there. Like this. And then I could put the binding agent there. And the oxytoxy there. Or the other way round. I could put the I think it would be better to put it there, but let's have a look. Okay, my glucose is still going up. can still move quite quickly, which is nice. Hoping these flagella will help with the steering of the colony when it starts to get large again. That is an issue. It just makes things kind of, I don't know, weird and derpy. I kind of like it, but again, it's quite difficult to find other U's to bond with. When, you know, you just have to go wherever the colony decides that you're going. Sometimes you can steer it and sometimes you can't. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know if it's something that's caused by like bonding with an organism that's moving, so it like locks that organism trying to move in that direction, which causes the steering issues. Like if you get one that's still, then it'll not interfere. I don't know if that's it or if it's just they're all independent thinkers. That's not the right phrase to use, but you know, each part of the colony is trying to follow its instincts to resources and things like that, and it can't because it's attached to you and you're fighting it. Look, he was definitely chasing that other organism. I'm gonna eat you, little thing. Come here. Oh, like almost the same speed, I think. That's it. Keep making mistakes. I'm going to catch you up. And I'm going to eat you. I think. It actually looks like it might be getting further away. Looks like it can, like, outrun me in a race. Go on. Just let me eat you. Go on, you're extending the length of this video, and I already said that I've been recording a little bit longer than I normally like to. That happens a lot when I'm playing Thrive, admittedly. Yes. Yes. No. Yeah, that's probably not going to work, is it? Look at it. It can just stay ahead of me. This is like a reenactment of Star Wars, isn't it? Like The Last Jedi. Oh, they can move the same speed as us. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay, right. I'm going to have to give up there. I do have an evolution available. There we go. That's this week's episode of Thrive. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. I nearly said don't like and subscribe. I guess it is up to you. You can if you want to and don't if you don't want to, but I'd prefer it if you did. I feel like it's like the anti-YouTube thing to tell people don't do it in the hope that, you know, people will. Rubbish. Nonsense and garbled mumblings from yours truly, as always. So, yeah, I'm Son of Mowgef, this is Thrive. Come back tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to be playing tomorrow. I might play a little bit more of Grime. I might be playing a little bit more Aliens Fireteam Elite. That's a game that I've been playing on and off and very much enjoying, despite it being a little bit wonky sometimes. So come back tomorrow and find out exactly what it is that I'm going to be playing. If you've got suggestions, I'm open to them. So, yeah, I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you soon.